So we want to start you off. If you're just joining us and you've just accepted your invitation, first off, congratulations. Congratulations to saying yes, because you've said yes to something that is going to change your life and the life of everyone in the Shopley community. So to start us off, I just want to show just a short little, 2-minute video that tells you what Shopley's all about.
Welcome to Shopley, a new groundbreaking worldwide open market. It isn't just a tech release. It's the start of a new era in business. Welcome to Decentralized Commerce. This marketplace platform lets you control the terms of selling to empower the sellers to build your own team of influencers and affiliates. If Shopley doesn't have it, find it, claim it, and earn on every future transaction. Shopley is powered by a vibrant community of social influencers. Decentralized Commerce simplifies choosing between retail stores, online platforms, affiliate programs, and direct sales. Removing the middleman, it unifies each area into one universal conversation and compensation globally. Join Shopley now and be a part of our inner circle for an exclusive sneak peek at our dynamic technology. For a limited time, lock in your free position in this exciting new company and invite 5 friends to join us. Once you're in, you'll get 5 invitations to share with your most influential friends. It's time to create income in your spare time and start living your dream. Welcome to Shopley, the future of decentralized commerce.
All right, guys, welcome to the future of decentralized commerce. What does that mean? It means we're taking on the big dogs. We're going to take those ones who like to put that money in their pockets, and we're going to put it into yours. So there's one slide. Just in case you're thinking, what's decentralized commerce? I don't understand what that is. Well, let me tell you, centralized is those Amazons, those TikTok shops, those Facebook, Google, Alibaba. Those are the ones that like to take those royalties from the people who are actually doing the work. And I want to show a slide real quick that shows you what Shopley, what's going to be expected on the platform, what you can expect on the platform. Right here, this is decentralized commerce. We are going to have a platform that's going to carry physical products, digital products. We're going to have a home for social media influencers to come on, see everything that they can get, receive 100% incentive bonus, and have a community not only on the outside in social media, but inside Shopley. And we're going to give a home for team builders, those who have been fighting to stay in the game, or maybe have that income stability that in this day and age right now is not stable. We're going to give a place for them where they can build their teams and everyone wins. But something we have that no one else, business development. We're going to give you guys the chance to actually bring on the businesses that you love, the products that you love. And we're going to pay you just a little something, something when you do that. Guys, there's 8 ways that you can earn money here with Shopley, but tonight's all about the question and answer. And I want to bring on the man who is leading the way, not only here in the US, globally. He's going to be traveling. And I'm so excited to introduce him. That's Mr. President of Shopley, Nick Sardicola.
Thank you so much. I love your energy. You're so much fun to listen to. And I'm actually going to bring on the whole shebang right now. Panel, talk to me. What do you love about Shopley before we get started? Why did you choose Shopley as top millionaires, business owners, business builders, team leaders, butt kickers? Why us? This is for the new people logging in right now.
Well, hey guys, Rhonda Lucero out here. Is it okay if I go, DJ?
Hit it.
It's been a while.
Go first.
I am a full-time realtor, mom, and a grandma, and I've been looking for that side gig, that extra income. And I know that, understanding what Shopley actually is and what's happening in the world right now, especially in real estate where I'm at, it was a no-brainer for me. So if you're somebody that's, looking for that side gig, that extra income, knowing all these things that are happening in the world right now, this was just a no-brainer for me. And so I'm really, really excited, and I'm understanding it more and more every day. So thanks, guys.
Gee.
Well, Nick, I've been a business owner, entrepreneur for 30 years, and I look for industry disruption businesses, and this is one of those. It brings the affiliates together, it brings the influencers together, it brings the customers together, and it brings the team builders together. And whatever you want to choose, you have options. So to me, you pick one of those pathways and you can be successful. A lot of opportunities. You have one way, one opportunity, and it's make it or miss it. And this year you got 4 ways to do it, 8 ways to get paid. Enough said.
Stace.
Hi guys, thanks for having us on today. So for me, obviously the upside of the platform and where the world is going and what is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger are platforms. And so that in and of itself was hugely attractive to my husband and I. We see that the e-commerce world is changing drastically, and anyone that's not a part of something like that in the future is going to be left behind. And so that was one of the biggest reasons why we were interested in Shoply. And then as we delved in further, we realized that there's really and truly an entry path for everyone. And right now, the landscape of the world is not fantastic, and people are scraping to make money and they're struggling. And this gives the person that wants to come in for free and make a little bit of extra money for their family by sharing products that they love with their friends and family. It really and truly is a dream for people that need to put some extra money into their pockets and share with their friends. And then if you have a more ambitious, heart and you want to do more, this also will hold that and give you the landscape to be able to do that. So it's from start to end. It's for everybody.
Boom. Hey, Stacy, if people want to know where to find that video, I would assume it's up on YouTube already.
Yeah, it should be up on YouTube.
Should. Oh, she threw a should at me. Okay. We don't know, guys. It may or may not be there, but it will be, I bet you, in the next 24 hours. So sure. What's up, Tony? How are you?
I feel like a kid in the front seat of a car saying, "Are we there yet?" Like I can't hold this back any longer. Are we there yet? So I'm so excited because kind of like what Stacey says, we have something for everybody. And as you start to talk, Nick, people will say, "Oh my God, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I've never seen that before. Oh, that's amazing." So we have something that the word I'm using is it's resonating with people. So I'm excited. Let's go.
Yeah.
Don't make me throw your ass in the back seat, bro, and duct tape you.
I've been there many times.
All right. Well, I got a quick update for everybody. This is a vendor update. No, it's not the update that everyone wants in this moment, which is, can everybody be turned on in the second? No, but I do got a pretty cool vendor update. I'm very excited about this one. I've been working hard to push this one forward, to find the right, the right reward, to find the right reward for our beta vendors. I've actually been really highly impressed with all the beta vendors. You know, there's only been a couple people that said, "Hey, will we be giving anything to our beta vendors for starting early?" And actually being the ones that, you know, get in there and break the stuff. And they'll be in there soon enough. And we know there's going to be things for them to give us feedback on. And we know there's going to be things for them to teach us about. So here's what we got. First and foremost, I'll start with a blanket statement. There is no guarantees for any of the beta vendors on what I'm going to share next. So it's not for every single one of them because it has contingencies. Here's what the contingencies are. If you're a beta vendor, all your information, all your documents, every last thing that you're supposed to have submitted, a bunch of you guys are sitting on documents still, have to be in by Friday, close of business. Number 2, your initial product and content descriptions, pricing, etc., must be up by close of business next Wednesday, the 28th. Number 3 is you must be approved by the underwriters and the team, because some of you guys might not be approved. We don't know what you're selling. We don't know what's in there. So if the merchant account provider does not approve you, we don't have any control of that. Number 4, you must currently be having sales for physical products that are happening. You are fulfilling. So we have some validation there. You must be viable content selling. If you're doing digital products, it must be viable content selling at another marketplace currently. We need to be, or your website. We have to be able to validate that. And again, no guarantees. However, our early beta vendors are ones that we know are really interested in also launching their own affiliate channel. And as you guys know, in order to do that, you need 2 licenses. You need your vendor license, you need your Influencer Pro license. So what we're going to do for all pre-approved, selected vendors that meet these criteria, that get their paperwork in and get their stuff up by next Wednesday, we're going to give them a free Influencer Pro license as well. So you pay for your domestic or global license, and you'll get a free license for an Influencer Pro. We think that's a pretty cool gesture on our part because obviously the platform's so sexy, everyone would have paid for it. But we do believe in rewarding those who are taking early action, and also they're willing to help us, right? You guys want to help us point out what is and isn't working, and we love that support. So pay for your vendor license. You'll get an Influencer Pro license for free. Stand by on details on that. We'll get that out to you tomorrow. Obviously, you can't get your Influencer Pro license anyways yet, but you'll have to get it by the end of Friday because all you guys have a timestamp that you're trying to honor. So we'll make sure that we give you guys exact details on how to do that. We'll probably send that information directly to these vendors because we are in Zendesk communication with each vendor pro. With each vendor. Let's go ahead and open it up to, let's go with GJ, because I know you are a vendor and an Influencer Pro, so you're probably the most valid one. And Luceros, I know you're working on vendors, so why don't the 2 of you go ahead?
Well, first of all, thanks for the Christmas present early. So that just saved me some money. So
Oh, wait, there's one more asterisk. If your name is GJ, you send the money directly to Nick. You just Venmo Nick $800. So that was,
hey, done.
I don't make the rules. Rod just texted me this
Hey.
one.
Hey, whatever it takes.
Okay, continue. Sorry, buddy.
Well, one of the things that you are touching upon is pioneers. So we're all a pioneer, whether you're coming in as an influencer or whether you're coming in as a vendor, you are a pioneer. What I do know about being a pioneer is sometimes it's a bumpy road. Here's what I do know. With the liqueur industries, with the team, the corporate team, and everything that's happening, I'm highly, highly confident that the bumpy road is not going to be very bumpy. And if it is, it won't be bumpy for long. The other thing about being a pioneer, that's where the most opportunity is. And as I said earlier, I look for industry disruption businesses, and I also look at opportunities that have a major uptick. And this was what we have with Shopley.
I love it. Well, it's a great Christmas present, but my birthday's next month. So thank you for the early birthday present, GJ. Yeah,
and you'll be Venmoing me.
Exactly.
Venmoing Nick.
I actually have a digital product. So I'm really, really excited about that because, a lot of people ask the question, should I be this? Should I be both? Should I do this? And so for those that have, gone through that process, congratulations. And I'm looking forward to saving a little bit of money and maybe gifting it to somebody else.
Yeah. And if you guys can't tell, we like to have fun. Like, this is a fun, loving community. We're happy people. We want to go do good in the world. So when you jump on here and you see us joking around and stuff, it's because we're family and you guys are family too.
Well, speaking about family, look, I just found this one. She just walked in to say hello. Do you want to make some courses on Shopley?
Yeah.
Okay. So if we get you in early, I can save you $800. Okay, I got a couple questions for you. So there's 2 types of education. What are the 2 types of education?
Non-traditional and traditional.
So non-traditional education, what do they teach you in traditional education?
Math, science, art, PE, stuff like that.
And what do we talk about in non-traditional education?
Leadership, emotional intelligence, financial literacy, health and fitness.
Okay, let's talk about financial literacy. If I give you 10 grand right now, what are 4 things you can do with it?
Save it, spend it, give it to people who need it, and invest it.
Okay, and if you're to spend it, what are 2 things you can spend money on? Things
you need and want.
Things you need and want. Is it okay to spend money on things you want?
Yes.
Is it okay to spend all your money on things you want?
No.
What are you called when you spend all your money on things you want?
Broke.
Broke. Yes, that's right. Okay. And I will so let's talk about investing. What are 4 places you can invest money?
Stock market, real estate, business, and crypto.
You ever wanted to start your own business?
Yeah.
What kind of business would you start?
Um, I would start. I actually kind of want to start like a perfume business.
Perfume business. Okay, that's a new one. And closing thoughts from the boss. What is, let's go with something they haven't heard from you in a while. Yeah, let me think right here. Oh, dreams. How big should dreams be?
Massive,
How massive? How
like world explosion.
World-
Explosion.
world explosion? Okay, and who should steal your dreams?
No one.
Including who?
Mommy, daddy, teachers, friends, Nicholas, our puppy.
No, do not let your puppy steal your dreams, everybody. That's important. And what's one of your big dreams?
To live in a big house, like kind of on the mountains with a bunch of kitties.
All right, high five. Thank you. All right, that's early sales lessons from Gia. Her courses will be out soon. GJ, please Venmo her $800 for her Influencer Pro. Okay, today we're going to talk about your upgrades. From this point forward, also you can throw Q&A in there as well. We're very happy to have you guys Q&A happening. But right now, you've said yes to your invite. You said yes to joining us. Now we got to make sure you understand the value of your Influencer Pro. If you've heard this before, stick around because you have to teach this. I will tell you that there's one particular part that really sits atop all the other ones, which is the community bonus. It's more unique now than it ever will be. It's more important now in the conversation possibly than it is in 6 months or a year because you've been holding a seat at the front of the line. But let's, excuse me, let's look at some visuals here. I'm going to pull up some slides for y'all. We're going to take a look at what the differences are. So if you are an affiliate, we're going to have you join August 26th, meaning if you don't want to pay to upgrade, you want to join for free, we'll happily have you guys on the 26th as one of our affiliates. You'll be able to get direct bonuses, any product that's offered. Boom, you can put it out there, sell it, get a direct bonus. Influencer Pro, you get direct bonuses too. You also get license referral bonuses. This is part of how to make your $800 back. Anytime you refer a license, you earn 15 to 20% of that license. 15% as an influencer, 20 as an Influencer Pro. So if you refer a vendor, you're making $200-300 per license. You refer an affiliate or an Influencer Pro, you're making $100 to $160 per license. So you could make your first $200, $400, $600, $800 on referring licenses. You also can make it on direct bonuses. Marketplace commissions. This is when your affiliates or when your influencers start selling products in the marketplace, they get a direct bonus. You're going to get a marketplace commission. There's also community bonus, which we're going to talk heavily about tonight. It's partial bonus for influencers, max community bonus for Influencer Pros. Influencer Pros also get vendor development bonuses and global marketplace pool. Let's talk about a few of these. Let's go to the vendor development bonus. Let's bring in Christy. She's been on the sideline here since the intro. Tell me about the vendor development bonus, what that means, why that's important to people to go Influencer Pro.
It's so important because Influencer Pro actually opens your ability to actually bring vendors on. So if you have a business, whether it's brick and mortar, whether it's your favorite product you've ever bought on something else, you have the opportunity to bring them on. And what you also get is the opportunity to get certification to do that, because we want to make sure that you are armed and ready the right way to be able to approach these companies, approach these businesses. And when you do that, think about this. When you enroll a vendor, either domestic or international, Shoply's going to pay you a 3% override on royalties from everything they sell on the platform. So if you think about it, your favorite product that you maybe shared with friends and family, like this fan, y'all know it's my favorite. what if I made 3% off everything? We are going to have already, I know you have a number already, so many influencers already registered waiting to go. I guarantee you some of them are going to buy that fan once I have it on the platform. But it's that important, and getting that 3% override is huge. So imagine if you had 3 companies you brought on, right? And every month each of them have, or let's say in a month, each of them have done $100,000. What does that give you? Oh, $30,000. How would you guys like that check? Just off because you shared this opportunity, you shared this platform, and then there's that global pool, but that's for later.
Thank you so much. Who else wants to dive in on that?
That's probably my favorite piece. I mean, I love them all, but that piece, I've had a lot of conversations as of late with business connections over the last 30 years of being an entrepreneur. And I'm thinking of all these amazing companies that are struggling, attempting to figure out how to get their product in front of all of the other like-minded products or similar products. And they're exhausting their resources doing Facebook advertising, all this stuff. So the fact that we can introduce something new and fresh that's not going to cost them an arm and a leg, that's going to guarantee pretty much sales, is exciting. So I'm loving these vendor conversations right now, and 3% is exciting too. Very exciting.
Just so everybody knows, I'm answering the Q&A. If it looks like I'm uninterested, just, texting the Pizza Hut guy. I'm answering all you guys.
I know you weren't even listening to me.
Stacey, I don't know what you said. Stacy just jumped in there. Stacy, good or no? I saw you turn your camera on, so I don't know if you want to jump in. Okay, so that is why you want to go Influencer Pro as an additional one, is you want to get a vendor development bonus. A vendor development bonus. You cannot get that. You can't go through vendor certification. You can't recruit vendors unless you yourself are an Influencer Pro. Let's talk about the global marketplace pool check. Rhonda, you've been involved with pool checks before, where companies that have been successful. Sometimes these are 3 figures a month. Sometimes they're 4 figures a month. Sometimes they're 5 figures a month. We will pay we will calculate them quarterly, pay them annually. So these will be some very impressive checks, because this will be a very big company. But Rhonda, talk to us about what this pool could mean for somebody should they start as an Influencer Pro and become a diamond influencer one day.
Yeah, my heart is pounding like really hard right now, because when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, I've never seen, like, running those numbers, just watching Nick run the numbers and plugging in, like, what each node is going to be and how many people and all that. I'm thinking, if we only did 1% of that, there will be millionaires made literally in the first 6 months. I can tell you, in this company, there will be not millionaires, but million a year. How about $1 million a month? Now, I know that most people are like, oh no, I can never do that, or maybe I don't even deserve it. But I can tell you that if you just put your running shoes on and you go, and you talk to everybody, like me, I have the gift of gab. I'll talk to anybody. It doesn't really even matter. I'll talk to his aunt, right? But I'm just saying, like, I have seen people cash checks and buy things and help others. For me, it's all about supporting others and helping others, and I have those big dreams of being able to go and buy a house for somebody someday, right? This is the company that I believe wholeheartedly that it's going to be that. And it's not going to be just the 7-figure income earners like us that have done it before. We're going to see people rise up that have never had what they feel like they should deserve in network marketing in the past, like work really, really hard, and they're going to go do it in this company. So that's it. That's it.
Well stated. One more on the pool. Stacy, over to you.
It's just the fact that we have the opportunities to make income in doing things that you just don't normally get in traditional business. And that's what the beauty of this industry really and truly is. And And that's the part of this that I think is so difficult at the beginning if you've never been in network marketing before, to understand that all these different verticals will help you make money in all the different aspects. And the great part about that is when you break them all apart, that means that everyone is still winning. It's not just for the people on top. It's not just for the people that are bringing thousands and thousands. It's going to be for everybody. And this pool is going to be a representation of the community, of the marketplace, of the leaders that are bringing individuals to this company. It's going to be very, very lucrative, and it's going to be like a Christmas gift, right? Because is it once a year, Nick, that's going to come around and get paid out? So it's literally going to be your Christmas bonus. If you build in this company and you get to, stock everything under the tree for your family. And so it's that extra bonus at the end of the year that you probably aren't expecting. And then all of a sudden is going to show up with 2 zeros, 3 zeros, 4 zeros, 5 zeros. And that's really, really exciting to think about.
There's zero chance. There's zero chance it has 2 zeros. Zero chance. If it has 2 zeros, we're not in business. It's gonna have, I mean, 4 zeros,
Okay.
5 zeros, and some will have 6 zeros.
All
I
right.
mean, that's what that's gonna look like. And people are still deciding whether or not they should go influencer or influencer pro. I'm like, this is not a $300 conversation, y'all. Okay, let's keep going because we got more value. I want to talk really quickly about education. Education for a moment. Check it out. Course value. You're going to get over $4,000 in free courses at Influencer, over $10,000 in free courses at Influencer Pro. First, you have to understand, do you believe in growth and development? What has growth and development done for you? I have spent easily $500,000 on growth and development. It's helped me make tens of millions of dollars by the age of 35. Anybody else in the panel wants to, GJ, over to you. Let's have you sound off on that. And then maybe we'll have Christy sound off on her investments into growth and development, what it's turned into for them.
Well, if you're not investing in yourself, you're not growing. So if you want to grow, you got to start with yourself. And with this platform, you're bringing on some of the best of the best. Some of them I've already met. Some of them I know who are coming on board. I know personally, and they are the best of the best. So you're going to get great training from people who know it and people who live it and people who know how to teach it so that you can go and apply it as well. So right there, that's worth tens of thousands of dollars just in value. And that's just all part of being an influencer pro, $10,000 worth of education. And I'm pretty sure it's probably going to continue to grow with all the people that are going to want to be a part of this platform, starting with me.
I agree. I feel like what we have is priceless. Like everything that you guys have put together, experts, meeting them too, it's just like, all right. But I hope you guys understand the impact it's going to have. When you're reaching out to influencers, when you mention the name, of some of our experts, they're like, who? What? He's backing this. And I love to say that Shopley's not paying them. They see the value of what Shopley's going to do for us in the community and the ecosystem. And they said, we're all in. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to give you all of our stuff, all of everything that we've been building and doing. And we are charging thousands and thousands. Because I always say, when you stop learning, you stop living. And this is just all included in an Influencer Pro. Your toolbox is open wide, and just even the cloud. I'm not afraid to throw a name here and there. Not afraid of it.
Let's go.
Nick,
Well,
can I
I'll
say
tell you
one
what,
thing?
gang, we've got where's that?
So I would say just one thing just came to me, and we are actually, if you bring an influencer on this platform, we are training the field to sell that influencer's product. That is such a selling tool. When an influencer goes, well, I don't know if I want to be on or not. Like, we have a whole team of people that are being trained internally to take your product to the world. Like, it just hit me just now. So I don't know. I wanted to share that.
Thank you for sharing. So, gang, let's do a little recap. You can join for free in a week, and you'll get direct bonuses. But if you upgrade this week, you get all of this. Or if you want to go Influencer Pro, plus vendor development bonus, global marketplace, over $10,000 in courses. Now let's talk about the community bonus, okay? Now, on the community bonus, I'm going to give you guys a couple references here, and then we're going to go to a a simulator. All of you guys have a timestamp, which is the order in which you said yes to your free invitation. Here's how I wanted to explain this. Imagine you're at the Super Bowl and you said yes to the closest, best ticket to stand on the field. But it's going to be, you still have to pay for it, but you have got a guaranteed spot on the field. You've got, in our business, 5 days to pay for that ticket, either 500 or 800. And if you don't, then when you do pay for it, you might be in the first section, the second section, the third section, the fourth section, the fifth section. You might be outside the stadium watching on one of the big screens. You might be at the bar watching on one of the screens. And that's how it's going to work. You've said yes to reserving your spot on the field. However, you got to say yes to upgrading. And that upgrading is going to happen here anytime next few hours. The first few people are coming in. And then the rest of y'all will be coming in throughout all hours tomorrow. If we get them all in by tomorrow, great. If not, we'll come in early on Wednesday. And then everybody else, you got until the end of Friday, midnight Central State Daylight Time to get your money right, okay? So that's your time frame. But since we've been 30 days in a whisper campaign, tens of thousands of people have said yes to the invite, and they've reserved a seat. Well, that seat now, if somebody doesn't pay for it, it starts collapsing, and the next person in line hops into that seat, and the next person in line hops into that seat, okay? Now, you have to look at the people you're working with. I've had people put messages, oh, the person I'm working with is not any good. Have you looked at the people they're working with? Because all of them is working with 2, 3, or 4 people that have made millions or tens of millions of dollars in this industry. All of them are. And you're going to want to figure out who that is. Because how the community bonus works is the moment your seat is filled, it starts auto-filling seats in your community for you. Even if you haven't even upgraded anybody yet, it's just filling in seats for you. You are going to start making money whether you've upgraded anybody else or not. It's just going to start filling them in for you. So money's going to be made for you if you will just upgrade and say yes. Well, how much? Well, that's contingent upon you and the people you're working with. That was the wrong page. That's okay. At least you know when teams grow like crazy. The deadline is Friday. Good question. The deadline's been moved to Friday because we're a couple days behind on allowing you guys in. So deadline is on Friday, not on Tuesday anymore. You got a couple extra days, so all good on that. Let me go to the simulator and let me throw in here 7 people. Okay, check this out. Boom. Let's say you got 7 people to upgrade in your community between you got 2 and they got a couple and you got 7. Well, that 7 is impossible for it to only be 7 because the people that you're working with will be auto-filling the seats inside of your community. So all of a sudden, that 7 is 47, even though you only referred 7 of them. Now your community bonus is $246. Within 3 months, your 800's paid for. And this is only one of the 8 ways we pay. Don't forget, we also pay what your direct bonus is. We also pay when you refer to license. We also paid when you refer to vendor, and so on and so forth. But your leadership is on fire right now. Everybody's on fire right now. What if this turns into 100? What does that mean? It means your community bonus would be $525. However, you can only earn 500 unless you become a T1. So look at positions and ranks. It means you did $1,000 in sales in the marketplace between you and your team. So once it gets bigger, once you get bigger in your status, you can take more out of this bonus. So as this grows to 400 people, it's like 2,100. It's going to check to see if you've become a team influencer too. If you become a team influencer too, fantastic. You can have a $2,000 bonus that month. What if it grows to 4,000 people? Well, that's 20,000. What if it grows to 40,000 people? Well, that's 210,000. Nick, it's never going to grow to that. Yeah, well, in Ron Williams' last business, he put 600,000 people into business. In my last business, I put 800,000 people into business. In Ron Larson's last business, he put 500,000 people into business. That's 2 million people. We know for sure we're putting tens of thousands of people into this business. We already have. They just need to upgrade now. It's only been a couple weeks. What if we put 1 million in this business in the next few years? What does that look like? And what if 40,000 of them are in your community? It's 200 grand a month. Too crazy? What if it's 4,000 of them? Too crazy? What if it's 400 of them? Is it worth your upgrade? Too many? Is that worth your upgrade? Is $200 a month worth your upgrade? To get $10,000 in free courses, direct bonuses, you can bring it. We'll teach you how to bring on vendors. You go through you'll go through $1,000 course for that. You can get royalties with your vendor when you bring vendors on. And not to mention, I don't know the tax laws in every country, but in this country of US, not every country, you can 100% tax deduct both your influencer and your influencer pro license and your subscription. You can tax deduct your license and your subscription. Go build this thing. What are we even talking about right now? It's a no-brainer. So I'd like to know closing thoughts on this idea. I'm going to demo the website here, guys, in a second if you want to hang out and see some cool stuff. Closing thoughts from my panel. Why should we upgrade? Over to you, and why Influencer Pro?
Here's my credit card, Nick. You ready to take the number? Here we go. It's 4. That's all I got. You got to do it.
There isn't any other way. I mean, if you're a team builder or an influencer or have the gift of gab or want to make some extra money, the Influencer Pro is the way to go. Like that's literally what we're letting everybody know. It's okay. I mean, if you do the $4.99 influencer and you decide to upgrade later, you're gonna have to pay the full amount of $7.99 later anyway. So you might as well just figure it out, get it done, and do it that way.
Invest in yourself.
Yeah,
invest in yourself.
I mean, yeah, and it's a tax write-off, like Nick said.
Well, Tony and Ron, you just nailed it. And so thanks for your input. And I'm gonna go a little bit to the other side. Is okay, you're afraid because you're not have the gift of gab, or you don't know this, or you don't know that, or I don't know anybody. Well, we know that's not true. You do know somebody. So I'm gonna go to that side and say, okay, what if that's really true? All right. Do you know somebody that is? Do you know a Rhonda? Do you know a Tony? I'm sure you do. So all you have to do is go find a couple of them and you're okay. So a lot of people are thinking from, I don't know, come from the fear mode. And as Nick said, $300, think about it. You can literally change your life by spending an extra $300. In my opinion, there is no other option other than an Influencer Pro. If you're serious about building a business, seriously, I've spent millions in businesses, millions, not dollars, not $10, not hundreds of dollars, millions. And hopefully that I would make my money back. This, as the example, do you know 7 people that can generate $200 a month, or 40 people that can generate $200 a month? Hey, if you can make your money back in your first year, that's a win in almost every single business. So that's number one. Number two, you have all the education. We've talked about it. You're literally going to be trained by some of the best. One of the things I'm excited about is AI. Have you ever heard of AI? Last year, you probably didn't. Now it's talk on everything you come into contact with. We have we have a couple of people that are experts. That's what they do. So right there, that one option, that one little nugget can change your life from a business perspective. And you've got people like this that are on this panel. Everyone on this panel has made tens of millions of dollars, and we expect to make a lot more here. Money's not my driver here. Impact is my driver. And if you want to impact the world, if you want to impact other people's lives, if you want to impact your family, this is what you need to do. And I'm telling you right now, if you wait or you wait till next month, because right now your position, you are going to lose out big. And I've had this conversation a lot lately. That's why I'm pretty passionate about it, because I'm saying you're missing the boat if you don't take action right now. I think I've said enough.
It was good though.
Nick, do you want us to talk a little bit of customer attribution, or do you want me to save that for later?
I mean, it's up to you. I don't know. What do you want to talk about? You're the panelist.
Okay, so one of the things that I think is I think probably one of my favorite pieces that I believe gets overlooked, because we're talking about money and we're talking about the incentives and we're talking about all of these things. And one of the things that will differentiate us from everybody is the ability for you to have customers linked to you. It's called customer attribution. So if you see that phrasing on things, that's what that means. What that means is when you have someone come and pull your affiliate link and they order from you, they are going to be linked to you for future purchases that they make. You will still be receiving that direct bonus, which is incredibly, incredibly valuable. If someone goes to Amazon and you follow an influencer and you buy their little fan, and then what happens after that, you go on Amazon, you buy a bunch of other things. Christy doesn't get the credit because I got the link from her. Amazon says, thank you for bringing that customer to me. And they just spent another $1,000 this month on cleaning supplies. Christy doesn't see any of that. That's not the case with Shoply, you guys. If you use someone's link, that customer that continues to purchase is attributed to that affiliate, that influencer, whoever brought them in. That is going to translate and put money in people's pockets, you guys. If you're an influencer and you're building a team, your affiliates underneath you, your team, your other influencers and influencer pros are going to make more money because they're in here early, and those early customers are going to be attributed to them. So it is going to matter when affiliates come in. It is going to matter when customers get attributed to them, because their timestamp is not the same timestamp as all of us, but it's customer attribution timestamp. Are they getting customers attributed to them now because future money will be tied to them for years? So that's the last piece I wanted to say, Nick.
I dig it. Did you get everybody? I was watching these questions over here. Did we get everyone?
I just want to say this. Don't prejudge. If they are coachable, hungry, and you ask and you know their why, let me tell you, a single mom who's got a drive, who is hungry, who needs is going to work harder. And if you have 10,000 people who are hungry and coachable and know their why, y'all, this is going to be epic.
Well done, sis. Guys, here's what's going to happen the next 24 hours. You're going to get an upgrade now button inside of your invite application, invite.shoply.com, invite.shoply.com. An upgrade now button will pop up. It's going to bring you to 3 videos and a couple enrollment options. Pick your enrollment option. You won't be able to choose affiliate until next week, but Influencer Pro, you'll be able to choose. I just want to know, raise your hand if you're going Influencer Pro. Who's going Influencer Pro? Raise your hand, raise your hand, raise your hand. Did it just make the dent, 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 dent? Let me get my hand raised in there. There we go. Boom. 60, 70. It's rolling. All right, we got, I'm sure a single hit 100. I'm just going to keep talking. So we got at least 100 out of the 150 guys tonight that are going Influencer Pro. I want to show you guys a couple things here. Let's take a quick tour. Stace, I'm gonna have you run this on your end for a second. Anybody that wants to, a panelist, anyone wants to jump off, feel free. Wants to stay on, stay on. Why don't we do a quick tour of what the website will look like? This is the actual website with us just filling it with test vendors, meaning not real vendors. The real vendors haven't got in there yet and put up their shops. This is just us putting up, different vendors for look and feel. But I want you guys to get an idea of what an experience would look like, for a customer or you going through this, how you'd look at categories, how you'd look at a shopping experience, etc. So let's take a second here and we will go when ready. All right, fire when ready. All right, so just like almost an Amazon experience, you could go here, you could browse categories, you could go over to the featured vendors that are featured on the top here. You could scroll down, you could look at hot products that are launching. You could go, if you wanted to the search component. You could type in the word laptop. There's a laptop. You could go add it to your wish list if you wanted to. You could find out different information. You could check out reviews. You could go click on the laptop, check out the pug, look at the different pictures of the laptop. So if you're a vendor, this is what your customer is going to be seeing, right? So you got to make sure you're uploading the right photos. Let me show a course creation version of this. So maybe you're a customer, you're out there looking for a course. You go to the e-learning component of the website. You get inside the e-learning component. You start searching through different courses. I want to learn in business and finance, and I want to see some courses there. What do we got? Oh, I got a sales training, practical sales techniques. I click on that. I can see a video about it. I can see it's $100. This is Charlotte. She's the one that created that course. She made a bunch of other courses too. What else do we want to learn about Charlotte? Down at the, let's go the other way. I could go this way into browsing courses. I could pick a different course right here on $20, add it to my wish list. I could also share it. So if I can share it as a customer, by the way, customer can share as well. They can get rewards points. That's a way for you to share it. So gang, I'm telling you, if you were worried or stressed about version 1 of what this is going to look like, the answer is it's going to look like $1 billion company out of the gates. Even though it's not going to be perfect, even though it's not going to be everything all ready to go. That's good for now. We can pull down everything all ready to go day 1. This is still beta. Again, we're not going to be all things perfect out of the go. Stacy, you can pull down if you want, please. We just want you guys to know that, we got a real company here. I hope you can tell from all the tools we've launched already during the Whisper campaign, we've got better marketing than companies that have been around for 5 to 10 years, and we haven't even started. So what does this look like, gang? Copy that, Stace. What does this look like in 2 years from now? And sorry, 2 months from now? What's it look like in 1 year from now? What does it look like in 3 years from now? And this is how our company is structured, with great talented people, great executives, great tech leaders, great thought leaders. So yeah, just want to show you guys a few things on that. I'm going to answer some questions here. Panel, you feel free to stay on. I'll put you into gallery mode. If you want to answer some of these questions, feel free. Okay. They want to know about links. Will links come from Shopley members? Yes. If you understand our business model, we are a live commerce platform. Now you take the links and you bring them into other social media platforms, but the idea of live commerce is not sending people to a shopping mall. It's talking about a product or a brand that you love. And if you talk about a product or brand that you love, they then click on that product and then takes them into Shopley. They then learn about the product and the brand, and then they can go look at other things that are recommended, etc. And all the things they buy, you will get paid for. Gee, you see a question on there you like? You're muted, brother.
I'm cruising through them. I'm reading them, so not yet.
Okay, do customers that Stacy's talking about count for your rank? Good question. So your affiliates, the affiliates that you get will count towards your rank, and their customers will count towards your rank customer qualification, but not towards your PQV. Your PQV must be done by your personal customers. I'm excited to develop my affiliate channel. We're excited to have you, partner. Will there be a replay? As always, every single time, 100% yes. Where can you find it? Let me show you where, just in case you have missed it. It's always the same, right here. Please, please, please go ahead. Hit this Telegram thread. This is where the replay will be in the next 24 hours. And then it will be hosted here underneath Upgrade Q&A. Upgrade Q&A. Here's your Telegram.
Hey,
And
one
then-
thing, Nick,
Hit it.
Nick, regarding the Telegram, I've seen a lot of questions like, where can I find this? Where can I find that? If you go to the Shopley Telegram thread, at the very top, it's pinned and it has all the different links to all the different documents, all the different videos, or the presentations. Anything you're looking for is always there. And even if the specific one isn't there, it usually gets you to where you need to be to find what you're looking for.
Thank you. Joylene, welcome back. I remember you from yesterday. Please make sure you go through the comp plan, because I'm guessing if you asking me what PQV is, you haven't gone through the 5-minute comp plan or the 30-minute comp plan since the last time we talked. So make sure you do that. But I will answer your question. But please go through the comp plan. It stands for personal qualifying volume. Everybody needs 100 and personal qualifying volume to stay active. Your membership counts towards your 100. All right. There's people already using landing pages on YouTube to join people to Shopley. These aren't our landing pages. They're not approved landing pages, and they're not joining Shopley. They might be pushing them towards their invite system. They should be using a Shopley independent logo. But if they're acting as Shopley, just please submit them to Shopley support, and we'll ask them to get them taken down. You are an influencer, you build a team and bring on influencer pros who in turn bring on vendors. You decide to upgrade to Influencer Pro and pay the full license to do so. Does the vendor development check match then kick over? It does, but think about how many layers you had to talk about over a $300 decision. The scenario you just presented yourself with, there is 0.00001% chance that's ever going to happen, because a person is either going to upgrade way before that ever happened, or they're never going to upgrade, right? It's a $300 decision, and it's not going to happen when you already have 20 people in your team bringing vendors. You're going to do it the moment your first influencer brought a vendor. You're going to go, oh shit, upgrade, right? So I understand the direction you're going with this. Question is, if you upgrade, will you get the vendor development check match? The answer is yes. Thanks, Jeffrey, for your question. Our landing page is a part of the training, and do we have to subscribe? Our landing page is part of the training, and do we have to subscribe? I think it's missing a word or two, Keith, but yes, starting in a week, everybody will have their landing pages, and you'll have sales funnels built for influencers, and then a week later, sales funnels will release for vendors. How will it look as a Young Living consulting selling these products? You would not be able to sell. This is not a resale market. You can't sell products you don't have the rights to sell here. Young Living itself could sell, just like you could not sell Young Living on Amazon. You cannot sell Young Living here. Young Living can sell Young Living here. So what you would want to do is go find products that maybe are competitive to Young Living, and then get those companies to be vendors here, and you could be the person who gets the business development bonus there. Is the course platform using an LMS that has creator, where that creator can plug in their course or create a course with? You're going to want to upload finished courses for version 1 of our marketplace. In the future, It's likely that will offer creator tools, but right now that's not the focus for us. That'll be in the future. Nick, if you asked about selling items and offering installation on the platform, is that an option, like security cameras? Services, no, not out of the gates. We will have services available in the future, but not out of the gates. You could sell those, but you couldn't sell the service yet. Most will update their mobile device. Do that later. Upgrade your life, your community, start a business. Yes, I agree with Johan. Can we live stream in platform like Facebook and TikTok? Not in version 1, but I think you understand where we're going with this for sure. We absolutely will offer that in the future. It's a must. We got to build the community first before we invest all the money into those tools. We want to invest the money into the place where the money is the best spent for you guys. Once we have the following, heck yes. Said another way, the eyeballs are on Facebook. We need to go to Facebook where the eyeballs are. The eyeballs are on YouTube. The eyeballs are on other platforms. Once we build our user base, then the eyeballs are here. No, a sales funnel is a sales funnel. ClickFunnels is ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is, they made a brand out of the term a sales funnel. A sales funnel is what a prospect goes through. We do not use ClickFunnels. You could though. Is there extra costs? No, there's not extra costs for your sales funnels to get everybody introduced. It's part of your membership. Excuse me, it's part of your subscription. How can I help my vendors sell their products? Talk about their products. I don't know if I'm misunderstanding the question, but if I get a vendor on, my job is to go talk about it. GJ,
Yeah,
anything you can share? Jump in.
Let me add to that. So one is, I am a vendor, so we're bringing on drops, and there's two ways. I want everybody to know about the drops. I want to talk about the drops. And then the other part is I'm going to incentivize people to want to go talk about and sell my products. So the number one answer right there is the vendor can incentivize everyone on the platform to go and sell their product. That's one thing that no other platform has right now. And if they do, there's extra costs. And that is just the what's beneficial about here is that you only pay it if the product sold. So there's a win right there just for a vendor standpoint.
Thank you. Here's what I missed earlier. I apologize, Anonymous. I didn't mean to miss this. When will volume subscription commitments be due after upgrading? The end of September. The end of September. Subscription, your new $40, that would be paid. Let's say you start on August 21st. Your subscription would be on September 20th, 30 days later. We're going to do 5 more minutes of questions. Big question I'm getting is, do influencers find vendors, or will vendors reach out to influencers? I think, Krista, you're talking about inside of the platform. So in version 1, influencers find vendors. In version 2, it'll be two-way opportunity. But the part that's different than a normal platform you're thinking about is the team building component. With a team building component, an automatic community exists. Let me give you an example. You bring a vendor into the platform. You're a part of a team. That team has thousands of people in the community. And you just talk with your leadership. You talk about the vendor and you say, look, I'd like to get this vendor a couple sales. Can we talk about it? Can we push it together? And you guys work with a collaboration inside your team. Do we simply refer vendors, or someone else handles all the details, pricing, discussions? Carol, great question. You'll have a sales funnel 4 vendors that will do 3 videos. Ask them to engage or enroll. If they don't, it'll send them to a long form video, frequently asked questions, back to enroll. If they don't, then that you could bring them to one of your leaders to try to close them. Crystal, let me know if I answered that. It said you said yes inside the platform, so I think I answered it. Thank you, Keith. Can we use commission in wallet for shopping or subscription purchase? We better be able to. I've never asked. It's actually super smart. I mean, I hope so. We'd be really dumb if we didn't. Let me make sure I capture that. I've never confirmed it myself because it seemed kind of obvious, but you are right. It's worth an ask. Great question, Yadya.
Blow my money. That's a good one, Richie.
Richard Coletti said, "Oh no, he's going to spend all of his money." Yes.
Here, start right here. Start right here.
That's funny. Okay. A vendor can sell as many items as they like. However, it has to be inside of their business license, right? So it's like, if you start a business in your country to sell X, Y, and Z, but now you're selling A, B, and C, you have to make sure that you're able to do that. You have to handle your paperwork correctly with your filings with your city, state, and country regulations. If we have totally different, do we have an upgrade for the word gratitude? I'm so grateful for this opportunity. So many people, vendors can have a better life. Thank you. Marlene, that was the upgrade. Your message was the upgrade. Thank you so much. All right, I answered them correctly in our team meeting. I'm a beta vendor also, and expressed to them that we should be promoting the vendors. Yes, you got to get these vendors a victory. That's our job. We got to get the vendors a victory. Now, you got to, like, when you think about getting them a victory, what does that mean? Get them their money back and get them a couple sales each month. Because once you get them their money back, you just got to cover their subscription for them to break even. That's probably 1 or 2 sales. At that point, it's a no-brainer for them to stay with us. D, I don't remember all questions from last night. I apologize. If you want to re-ask the question, please do so. I know it seems like I should, but you know, I've answered 2,000 questions since that point, on all the calls all day long. Forgive me. I don't know how else to share. Someone may have given you the wrong information. Question is how MLM consultants have an advantage to sell their company's products. MLM consultants do not have an advantage to sell their company's products here. You cannot, this is not a resale market. So you can't buy products from your company and resell them here. It's just like Amazon. You have to have the rights to sell them here. So that is an incorrect, not statement. Somebody's giving you incorrect information. Now, we will have many MLMs selling their products in Shoply, but the distributor cannot sell another company's products in Shoply, not because of us, but because they have the legal rights to that. Commissions will be paid via a wallet, a digital wallet, and then you'll transfer it to your goods. Let me send that question I was about to send before I forget it. Ah, what was it? DJ, what was it? Remind me.
Got it. He hasn't left. He has left the building. Any other questions? TN, there will be some that you will recognize. I'm not sure who they all are. And that will continue to grow. Brand names will obviously start here. So one of the questions, do we have any big name vendors already to join Shopley?
How does one define a big name vendor? So I guess you tell me what a big name. I've done billions in sales with my prior shake that was bought by Terry LaCour. That will be on there. It was the #1 most purchased shake for 7 years on Amazon as well.
You'll
Those
definitely
are the-
you'll definitely recognize products and or some of the people that are going to put classes on. If you have any personal growth training, you'll recognize some of them. I know that.
Vicky, we're happy to have you. Carol, minimum age, under 18, a parent needs to sign off because you can't enter into a contract in most countries unless you're 18. So I have an Herbalife rep. Can he sell on the platform? Can he sell his personal training service with a subscription? He can't sell Herbalife products, but he can sell his training. Absolutely. Joylene, no, I'm sorry. We can't change your commissions. We have a digital wallet for everybody worldwide. I don't need to check on that one. I'm sure they love you, but I don't think we're going to change it just for you.
You can
Anybody
send
else?
you can send the $800 to Nick though. Well, I think that's pretty much it, Nick.
D, if you want to give me one complete thought and one question, I'm happy to answer it. I see 6 things mixed in with a bunch of others. If you just give me one, I got you, girl or guy. I don't, D could be either. Just give me one complete thought. I'll do my best to answer it. Still 100 of you on. You guys are awesome. Any other questions? Do you accept PayPal to upgrade? Let me ask. I know I've asked that one before. I didn't get an answer on that one. Let me ask.
Good question. All right, before we jump off, any other solid questions?
Will the PQV of 100 a month be required by subscription due dates or by the end of the month? It will be by the end of the month. When will this need to be met the first time? Your subscription and 100 will be due at the end of September. Radio spots and voiceovers are considered services, I believe. You can submit it, give it a shot. All right, gang, this was an awesome hour with you. We knocked out looks like 72 questions, shared some info. Everyone should be upgrading by this time tomorrow, at least a big bunch of you. Big week ahead. Let's do it. Thanks, everybody.